Ellie Hatcher had arrived in New York City with certain expectations. Influenced by iconic images of Times Square, the Plaza Hotel, and the Empire State Building, she anticipated bright lights, rows of towering skyscrapers, wide sidewalks filled to capacity with suit-clad businessmen in their briefcases, and a perpetual soundtrack of car horns, sirens, and construction equipment. But now that she'd lived here for more than a decade, Ellie knew that those iconic images painted a tourist picture of New York City. Outside the movie version of this city, most New Yorkers lived quiet lives on peaceful streets, venturing into the madness only as necessary. This morning found her on Barrow Street, among the narrow, tree-lined diagonals that formed the West Village. Nestled between Washington Square Park and the Hudson River, this was Ellie's dream neighborhood, removed from the commercial worlds of the financial district and Midtown, protected from the fumes and sounds of frustrated commuters lined up at the bridges and tunnels. But today, a different kind of chaos had found its way into that charming neighborhood. It was a form of chaos to which Ellie had also become accustomed over the years. Marked cars, fleet cars, uniforms barking into shoulder-mounted radios, plainclothes and techs gathering physical evidence, even a fire truck and an ambulance. It was the chaos and energy of a crime scene, complete with the yellow tape that separated the normal from the aberrant. She overheard the murmurs among curious pedestrians as she and her partner, J.J. Rogan, made their way toward the taped perimeter. "What's going on? They're filming?" "Law and Order, I think. Not the regular one. That got canceled. But SVU still films here. Or maybe it's that new show, that one with the blonde in the hat. Or was that one canceled too?" Another bystander noticed them flash their badges to cross the perimeter. "You see that? It's for real." "I thought that was Gwyneth Paltrow's house." "No, she was on 4th Street, and she sold it a few years ago." Ellie could understand the source of the real estate gossip once she had a chance to take in the townhouse to which they'd been summoned. 4 floors that she could count above ground, plus what looked like a basement, twice as wide as the other single-family houses on the block. Through the etched glass of the front door, she was struck by the spaciousness of the entryway. Larger than her entire living room, the area was empty but for a round table, topped with a vase of what appeared to be 5 dozen fresh tulips, and in the back corner, a sculpture that looked like it belonged in the Metropolitan Museum. A fireplace and Prius-sized chandelier completed the look. "Damn," Rogan said. In short, the place was nice enough to earn a damn out of Rogan, who wasn't as easily impressed as his partner. The woman who made her way down the curved staircase seemed born and bred to live in this kind of home. Black slacks and an asymmetric tan jacket for a look that was simultaneously casual and sophisticated. Salt and pepper bob, fresh from a salon blowout. But when she opened the door, the redness of her eyes reminded Ellie that they weren't here to admire her lifestyle. The woman's gaze seemed to fix on their clothing. "Who are you?" "Detectives from NYPD, ma'am. Ellie Hatcher." She offered her hand, but the woman surprised Ellie by grabbing her forearm. "Thank God." Ellie assumed she was being pulled to the staircase, but the woman guided them instead into an elevator. It was decorated with photographs of defining moments of New York City from the 70s and 80s. A bar owner writing on a storefront sign during the blackout of 1977. No lights, no food, but plenty of booze. The Ramones playing at CBGB. Transients lined up outside the Bowery Mission. John Lennon in a crowd in Central Park. The final Simon and Garfunkel concert. 42nd Street, back when it was Fleabag hotels and porno theaters. A graffiti-covered 6 train. It was a New York Ellie had never known. The woman pushed the button for the 4th floor, and the elevator began to creak its way up.